This was against their agenda to continue oppressing and subjugating the masses, subjugating the Hindus, whom they were directly looting and profiting off of, have a voice. And that is why today the UN has officially recognized and seen and given a voice for all of the victims of violence. Our audience has done so many different things in order to bring many concrete measures which he has taken personally and brought Kailasa and revived Kailasa to take up the mission of improving the support of everything when it comes to femicide against Hindu women. And also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continues as well, gender-based violence around the world, if they are Hindu. As you can see here, this is the official report that the United Nations has published, and only names just a few of the women of Kailasa who have been through so much of violence. Still, there are millions who have not had their voice heard. The female orders of the sovereign order of Kailasa, whether it is the Rudras and Rudrakanyas, the Sannyasinis, the Brahmacharinis, the Krama Brahmacharinis, or the Bhairavis, the Yoginis, everyone, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, are actually targeted for just simply for their Hindu lifestyle. And not only that, over the last 2 decades, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has continued. Not only that, concrete measures have been taken by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in order to support and to heal the victims of violence and ultimately to prevent femicide. And we can say that amongst ancient sovereign Hindu nations, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived, just because it is Hinduism that he is reviving ancient kingdom. And whether it is in Pavlakundru, in the ancient city of Tiruvannamalai, or in primordial Adinams, which were established by Paramashiva himself, that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving. In every single way, this infinite possibility. And we can see some of the most devastating attacks, whether it is in Pavlakundru or Tiruchulam, or in the media against Rudrakanyas and all of the Yoginis, everyone. To attack them is ultimately an attack against the entire Hindu ecosystem, and mortifying footage of the attacks that went on in Trishoolam and Pavlakundru and so many other places. The various evidence that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has of women is heard, at least in some way, in the international audience, where they have undergone the Adinams specifically that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived. There are several female-only monasteries, and across every single Adinam that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revived, continuously relentless persecution has been launched against them. If we see the attacks in Pavlakundru, for example, brutally abused, the women were then illegally arrested, not even for any crime, but simply because they were there. As you can see here, this is the mortifying footage of the sannyasis of sovereign to protect the Hindu ecosystem. Yet they are dragged, physically assaulted, sexually assaulted, and even some of them brutally raped. We can see here these brave sannyasis who took up the lifestyle as a sannyasi and took up this life in order to serve the whole world, serve the community for decades, has been the foremost leader to work to eliminate the crimes against women and Hindu women specifically, but brought out to the international audience. And today, we have seen how the UN has officially recognized what these women have gone through. And whether it is even the attacks against the Trishulam Adinam in 2017 in August, where literally women were stoned, cars overturned, anti-Hindu militants had trespassed and destroyed the entire Trishulam Adinam, which was a female-run monastery that the Supreme Pontiff Island that people have ever seen in this day and age. Cars being overturned and made sure that there was no way to escape, ensured that the crimes done against us, the women of Kailasa, whether it is the noticed and made invisible to the whole world, at least in this sense, at least in after so many places being denied justice because of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, because of persecution done against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the women of Kailasa. And in so many different, despite having done all this, attacks continue against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and against specifically the women of Kailasa. And we have seen how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has, and also by as well providing and aiding each and every one of the victims with proven methods of healing from trauma and pain, and even by empowering women, Hindu indigenous women. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has done everything in order to ensure, in order to help empower women and eliminate the crimes done against women. Here you are seeing some of the attacks that happen against the women of Kailasa, and we are seeing the brutal amount of destruction to the whole property. Yes, and it is due to the ultimate grace, blessings, and the immense amount of hard work that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has literally protected. Hinduism is gracing each and every one of us with the Nithyananda Pontiff of Hinduism. Please sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And Vakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Continue chanting the Mahavakya and let us.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.